I think kids will have a lot of fun with this movie. Parents will be relatively satisfied or pleased. Video game lovers or people that are specifically loyal to this brand, I think are going to have a fun time with everything, all the Easter eggs and the story. And I think the general audience, if you are not too into video games or do not know enough about the brand or the Mario story, you may be at a loss with this one. Hey everyone, my name is Max Aaron James. This is a review of the movie The Super Mario Bros. Movie. Screenplay written by Matthew Fogel, directed by Michael Jelenic and Aaron Horvath. Now, when I look up Super Mario Brothers movie, or Super Mario Bros. Movie, the first thing that comes up about what it's about is, with the help from Princess Peach, Mario, just Mario, gets ready to square off against the all-powerful Bowser to stop his plans from conquering the world. Now, this is obviously a minor gripe, but is one that I have. I am very big on titles, or not too big, but I think titles are important to have an idea of what the story is going to be about, who it will be about, and what you're going to get from it. And it also has to be appealing or interesting. This movie is called Super Mario Bros. Luigi is maybe in 25 minutes of the movie. It's mostly just following Mario and Peach going on this adventure. And I just have issues when the title does not fit necessarily what I'm being given in the story. Anyway, this movie is full of Easter eggs, a lot of Easter eggs. I do not think it was too many Easter eggs or too much, right? It did not feel like they were just throwing stuff in like, oh, you remember this, you remember that. A lot of it was presented mostly in the background or in passing, and it was used later on, right? Anyway, this movie is chock full of Easter eggs. A lot of Easter eggs and a lot of references to the games, which I did not feel it was too much, but it does have reliance on the audience or you having played not just one, but a few of the games. There were parts that I was confused with because I have played a couple of racing games, a few of the older Mario games. I've seen some of the stuff, right? I've seen the old movie, and I know people that play the games. But there were still moments where I saw something and I could tell that it was from a video game, and it was just, I didn't understand what I was looking at though. It does depend on the fan base of the game to know the story or know what is happening, because some things were not explained or you are not told what something is. You just have to accept that it is happening or it is here. So you're like, okay, right? There are moments where Mario's outfit changes and they do not explain why or the purpose of it. It just happens and you just have to accept it and laugh at it or cheer at it because you know what is going on. And then this movie does feel like Tron, right? Because the way these obstacles are presented is very much like a video game, and you have boxes that are power-ups. They even say in the movie, these are power-ups, and I laid power-ups across this arena or board. And so it's like a game where power-ups are just randomly in different areas, and they present that in the movie, which was not really off. It just, it was more of, hey, Mario and his brother enter into this world, and now we're following Mario in this adventure through the Mushroom Kingdom. There are moments where this can feel like an inside joke or inside story for some people, and there could be moments where you do feel left out of it. But it is difficult to really assess that when you are a gamer or someone who is really into the franchise, because there were moments that I did understand or knew where certain characters or certain power-ups were coming from. And so I had to take a step back and try to think, would a general audience person or someone who has never played the game fall into this, or would they be confused? And I see that there can be some confusion in this movie. Jack Black as Bowser was cool. It was funny. He was given a Jack Black moment to sing, do his School of Rock, do his Tenacious D stuff. And it was fun. And I liked him as that character. He does some really good voice acting. Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, I like him as well. I was not too sure who it was at first, but as I listened to it, I knew that's Seth Rogen. I did like him as Donkey Kong. He is funny. The character Donkey Kong, I think, was well written in this movie, as well as Bowser, and so I enjoyed that. Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach was also really good, and there was not much to the character Princess Peach, even in this movie, but I liked her performance, and I think she does really good with voice acting, and you felt that through the screen. Now, Chris Pratt as Mario. I honestly did not care. I thought it was fine. He played fine as Mario. I know there was a big issue or concern with regards to will Chris Pratt use the offensive Italian accent, or why did they not cast an Italian actor or a voice actor to play Mario? And they do get rid of the Italian accent. They do play on it a little bit with how the characters Mario and Luigi, when they're advertising, they put on the accent to appeal to an audience, but they do not really use that. Instead, they use a Brooklyn accent, right? New York accents throughout the movie, but not just with the characters when they're in Brooklyn. The characters in Mushroom Kingdom also have Brooklyn accents. And I would say it kind of makes sense considering how they get to the Mushroom Kingdom. I will not spoil that in case you are interested in watching it. Overall, the movie is very colorful. I had fun with it for the most part, but again, there were moments that I felt left out of the loop, or I could see something that just happened and I knew what it was, but I thought about what if my mom saw it, or actually what if my friends saw it. Some of my friends are not that into video games, and I know they would probably be confused with some things that happened in this movie. But I did laugh a bit. The movie is only about 90 minutes, 94 minutes, so it's a quick watch, easy. Kids will definitely have fun with this. It's very colorful and bright and has a lot of fun. Things are happening. They go from one place to another. There were some times where I did feel that I would have much rather saw the journey and watch them get through certain obstacles to get to this point, because that is the fun of the game itself. It's not so much the destination, it is the journey to that destination, and I would have liked to see that a bit. There is a cool fight scene at the end with Mario and his brother Luigi, and I thought that was a pretty cool scene. Anyway, what did you think of the movie? If you haven't seen it, do you plan on watching it? Do you even care? Until next time, y'all take care of each other, check up on one another, check up on yourself, and remember, potential has no limit.